I have communicated my commiserations and my condolences and so on to President Hollande already. I took note, like other people across the world, of the very unfortunate events that took place in Paris 2 Fridays ago. And of course, as you said, the downing of the Russian airline out of Egypt. And we also took note of who claimed responsibility for all of these events. We in the Caribbean are not exempt from exposure to these perils, and therefore, both at the regional and at the local level, we have been trying to put security mechanisms in place that will keep down to the barest minimum our exposure to security risks. Now, obviously, you will understand that it would help all of us if terrorists used to call press conferences and used to announce to all of us what they plan to do, where they plan to do it, and how they plan to do it. They don't do that. They rely on stealth and on the surprise element. I would be the most conspicuous embodiment of unwisdom were I to sit here today and to tell you all of the security precautions which we have taken with a view to ensuring that we keep our risk levels down. But I can assure you that we have been working around the clock on these issues. We have been making sure that we lubricate the machinery for the receipt of reliable intelligence on matters related to our national security. In that regard, I have to applaud the stick-to-itiveness of the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Defense and Security for her exertions in this regard. And at the regional level, of course, as I said, we've been exchanging intelligence. So we are sensitive to what is happening. And let's not get too carried away. In the Northern Caribbean, for example, we have had some evidence of hostile strangers trying to penetrate this region using faked passports, fake Greek passports. And in one of our jurisdictions, we have had 89 people who have left that jurisdiction to go and work with ISIS. So we're not here pretending that we are exempt from exposure to these risks, but armed with the intelligence which we have been taking all the precautions possible to ensure that we keep down to the barest minimum our level of exposure. And in that regard, of course, I'm also quite pleased to that it is evident from what we're hearing from the various news channels that the French and the Belgians are working collaboratively, of course, the countries around them, to remove any possible sources of exposure to terrorist risks. It's the best we can do in very difficult circumstances. I think President Obama got it right in Turkey recently, a few days ago, when he said that if you are fighting an enemy who does not mind losing his life as long as he gets yours, you know, you are really at a disadvantage. And let's be very frank about it. We in Barbados are very familiar with the saying of one of my predecessors: all of us want to get to heaven, but very few of us want to die.